Coming up next, where local news comes first, we have more information on the Sadie Hawkins dance coming to Wallace Junior Senior High School. Plus, we have the details on the macaroni and cheese cook-off coming to the community market in Kellogg. Then more on a deadly crash near Wallace. We'll have the details. In Makenna, Merrick, we've had a pretty tough week in the snow. Any breaks in the forecast?
We have a sunny day in the forecast, and I'll have some more coming up.
Channel 3 News at 6 begins right now.
Broadcasting from the Channel 3 studio in downtown Wallace, this is Channel 3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Mason Chafee. John has the night off. Late Wednesday morning, a Kellogg man passed away after a fatal crash near Wallace. At approximately 11:56 a.m., ISP and Shoshone County deputies responded to milepost 61 on I-90. 2005 Ford Ranger, driven by 61-year-old Keith Coleman, entered the westbound lane on exit 61 when he didn't yield to oncoming traffic. Two semi-trailers were traveling in both lanes while Coleman attempted to enter the freeway. Coleman lost control of his pickup and veered in front of a semi-driver, Richard Lamphere, 63, of Farmington, New Mexico. Coleman struck the median barrier head-on, then bounced back into the two occupied lanes. Lamphere then sideswiped Coleman, severely damaging his pickup truck. Coleman was transported to the Shoshone Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. Both drivers were wearing their seatbelts. Chris Lund, the principal of the Wallace High School, is urging students to take it easy as they drive to school and when they pull into the parking lot. Lund's biggest worry is pedestrians walking on the sidewalk and possibly getting hit by one of the student drivers.
We're not pulling the e-brake and doing any fishtails or 180s. The biggest thing for me is safety of all of our students, especially the ones that are walking into the building.
During his time at the high school as principal, there has not been any major crashes in the parking lot, and he wants to make sure everyone is safe. The AARP Foundation is now offering a free in-person tax preparation service for anyone who is in need of help. You do not need to be a member of AARP to use this service. They are open every Thursday. You can schedule an appointment either in person at the Idaho Health and Welfare Department in Kellogg or by calling 208-786-9010. The Silver Valley Chamber just announced some of their upcoming events for the year of 2019. On February 7th, the first annual Mac and Cheese Cookoff will take place. The first place reward will be $100. This event will be hosted and located at the Silver Valley Community Market in Kellogg. This event will be hosted and located at the Silver Valley Community Market in Kellogg at 6 p.m. To enter, you will need homemade mac and cheese in a warming vessel along with a $20 entry fee. Mullen Junior Senior High School may not have had a snow day, but that doesn't mean they won't have a day full of snow. The Mullen students had to go to school, but instead of their normal schedule, they spent the day at Lookout Pass. Principal Don Kochevar and Athletic Director Stetson Spooner rode their snowcats to school that morning. And our Jaden House has more information on the Wallace High Sadie Hawkins dance. Good evening, Jaden.
Good evening, Mason. Wallace Junior Senior High is putting on their 4th annual Sadie's Hawkins dance. This will take place on February 2nd at the Wallace Elks. It will kick off at 8 p.m. and go until 11 p.m. I interviewed Vice President Callie Davis on how much it costs and how to get the tickets.
It's 8 to 11 and it costs $10 for single tickets and $15 for couples, and tickets will be sold during lunch that week.
If you have any questions, call the Wallace High School at 208-753-5315. Reporting at the Wallace Junior Senior High School, I'm Jaden House.
Thanks, Jaden. It's looking like a nice upcoming weekend. With more, we send it over to Makenna Merrick with weather. Makenna?
Thanks, Mason. The Doppler radar is showing large amount of showers over in the Missoula area, and in the past 24 hours, Coeur d'Alene has gotten about 8 inches of snow. And on the front lawn of the Wallace High School, we have recorded 13 inches of snow. The 7-day forecast is showing chances of snow Friday through Sunday and Monday looking sunny. And for the rest of the week, we have chances of snow and fog. Back to you, Mason.
Makenna, thank you. We'll be right back.
The best for less is what you get when you shop at the home of Western Family, Harvest Foods in Wallace. In the meat department, you'll find boneless beef, cross rib steak, or petite sirloin steak just $2.98 a pound, or fresh bone-in fryer drums or thighs just 99 cents a pound. In the produce, buy a 3-pound bag of Halo tangerines for just $3.99 each. It's going on now through Tuesday, only at the home of Western Family, Harvest Foods in Wallace.
And welcome back. In the state news tonight, a 51-year-old man was killed after his vehicle crashed into a cattle truck in Cary, Idaho. Idaho State Police says James Brandon of Shelley crossed the center line early Thursday and struck an empty cattle truck head-on. Brandon's vehicle spun around in the lane of travel and ended up blocking the westbound lanes. KBOI reports the driver of the cattle truck, a 64-year-old Montana man, was wearing a seatbelt and was not transported to the hospital. The crash is under investigation by troopers. The Idaho Department of Education says the state's high school graduation rate has reached an all-time high of just over 80%. Superintendent of Public Education, Sherry Ybarra, says the state's graduation rate has been steadily improving and the pace of that improvement is accelerating. She expects improvement to continue thanks to hard work by schools and districts across Idaho, a new accountability plan offered to lower-performing schools that started this year. Graduation rates varied in local school districts. The Kuna Joint District in southwestern Idaho had a graduation rate of 85%, while the Coeur d'Alene School District in northern Idaho had a graduation rate of just over 87%. The Boise School District graduated 81% of its students. In news that's not quite newsworthy, Fred Flintstone joined celebrities in trouble with the law when a sheriff's deputy in Pasco County, Florida, pulled him over November 4th for speeding in a Wesley Chapel housing development. Police identified the driver as Mr. Fred Flintstone and said his real name is Don Swartz. He was nabbed in a smart car customized to look like the foot-powered caveman cars seen in the 1960s cartoon series, according to local station WPTV. The sheriff's office said in a Facebook post that Flintstone became unruly after being issued a speeding citation. He was later released with a notice to appear in court. The Wallace Extreme Ski Jor competition is almost here. They recently announced the dates for the competition and it will be held on February 16th and 17th. We'll have more on that in our next broadcast. In Makenna, after that big storm, we're in for a fairly calm weekend.
That's right, Mason. Saturday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 39, and on Monday it'll be partly sunny with a high of temperatures of 34. But we cooled down that evening, dropping into the teens.
For John and all of us here at Channel 3, I'm Mason Chafee. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 News.